It's your boy Exodus here. I am glad to be back after a huge break. Had a lot of stuff going on in my life. We had a very eventful, good thing happen in my life. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now. So I'm just glad to be back anyway. We're officially a company now. We've opened our LLC. Crazy, huh? So finally we have our LLC. Everything's running pretty smoothly now. Now we're just taking those full steps, and hopefully by the 22nd of this month, we should have a website for you guys to come check out. All right, let's see. What are we talking about today? Yeah, so we're talking about tires, right? So there are different types of tires out there. There are all-season tires, performance tires, all-terrain tires, off-road tires. There's like a bunch of tires, man. We don't really think about it. We usually just go to a dealership, we buy our vehicles, and then boom, whatever's on the car is on the car. But what if you need to use that vehicle in certain places, then if you didn't? As in, if you have an SUV, right? It's a sports utility vehicle, right? You're supposed to be able to use it outside, you know, going off-road and stuff like that. But you might only have all-terrain tires. Or you could just have all-season tires, and you just don't know it yet. And you're just gonna grab that vehicle, take it outdoors, take it out, you know, off-roading. Vehicle's gonna get stuck and be like, wow, what the fuck? I got an SUV, I shouldn't be getting stuck. It all depends on your tires. And we're gonna talk about that after our new intro kicks on. Deuce. Anyway, so now we're gonna be talking about all-terrain tires, right? So you never think about it that much unless you have to. Oh, well, I skipped 3 of them, sorry. What I meant to say is we're gonna be talking about all-season tires, right? So all-season tires is what we usually use in most of our vehicles, and I don't like how this camera is. Give me a second. Bam. A little bit better. Boom, better lighting too. All right, so all-season tires. So we're talking about tires that we use on a daily basis, right? So it's meant for the rain, the summer, whatever the freaking world has to throw at us. And it's crazy, that's just literally what most vehicles come with anyway, because, you know, depending on the area that you're in the States, it rains quite a bit. And you wanna have enough of those little grooves, right here, show you, these little grooves right here, they actually displace the water, which makes sure that your tire still has constant contact with the asphalt, which means your vehicle is in control and you're not, you know, losing control and getting in a bad accident. So that's literally all it is. All-season tires work all year round. They usually last, their sidewalls are a little bit weaker, but they will last you quite a bit as long as you run the correct size and width. Don't change anything up. Whatever you get stock, I would just stick with your all-season tires if you're just using this as a daily commute. Next. Whoa. Anyway, so next. I'm gonna skip a few, but I'm gonna go to performance, right? So performance is a very key and important one. So we're not talking about track day stuff. We're not talking about, hey, you know, I'm going to a track day, I need some performance tires. No. Those are track tires, they're slicks as we call them. There's no grooves on the tires to displace the water. It's just straight up rubber. It's meant to maintain contact on the asphalt and have grip, like crazy amount of grip. So that vehicle does not go anywhere but where you point the vehicle to go. Performance tires, I'm talking about, you know, street legal vehicles that you use in the street, not on the track. So these things with performance tires, they have less of those little grooves They're a little bit more aggressive looking. The sidewalls are a lot stronger, which gives you a lot more handling, especially when you're cornering. The sidewalls aren't like getting like smushed as the weight of the vehicle goes on it. With a little bit thicker of a sidewalls, it stays its height. And like I showed you in some of the videos of tires, well, I'm just gonna cut and just show you my vehicle's tires. Anyway, tires. So what? We have these tires right here, right? So each tires are different. So this one right here, if we can move the camera, where's it at? Right over. So depending on what you're trying to do, 275, 40 to, let's say, R20, right? So then you go up to the 106W. W is usually the speed rating that they put for the tires. Most tires are tubeless, and if you look, so you can see a little bit better right there. It's a little bit wider, right? Because of the 275. That makes a huge difference. And you can see those are performance tires. So they're, especially mine's a little bit staggered, or you can call it forgot it. Staggered. Anyway, my vehicles are staggered, right? They're a little bit offset. There, that's the word. They're a little bit offset. There's bigger ones in the rear, regular sized ones in the front. For when it comes to vehicles that are rear wheel drive, that's when you would kick up, you know, wider tires in the rear, because that's where all the power comes from, and you want the most contact patch on the asphalt pushing that vehicle forward. Also depends on how much horsepower you're pushing, whatever. That also comes to effect, because if you don't have a vehicle that can handle that tire, you actually lose your top speed, you lose acceleration, because now you have wider tires. It means your vehicle has to do more to rotate that tire, which in the end you just lost performance. Now, so if you want to do it in the most logical sense, I would Google it, to be honest. Like, I think mine, the max I could ever push it is 305s in the rear. 315s if I really want to kill it. But at that point, I need deeper rims. But yeah, so those are performance tires. They are really good in the summer, very good at dry weather, really good grip, good sidewall, good for handling, garbage in the rain. You know, this one, it is one of the pros for these Indy 500s from Firehawk. They are okay in the rain, but still one of the cons that you get when you read about this tire, it's not really meant for the rain. Like, you'll survive, but it's not something you say, hey, push it with those tires on. That's not what they're meant for. They're meant for dry roads, for the most grip. All right, next. Woo. Bam. All right, next one we're talking about is all-terrain tires. These are the tires that look a little bit beefier, have a little bit deeper grooves, and they're more, there's a lot more of them. As you can see, there's a lot of empty cavities that's perfect for snow, sand, or dirt to get in there. So then it can still, the flat portion can still maintain contact with the ground, which helps you again have traction. That's why they have it. It's self-explanatory. It does that for the snow, sand. All-terrain vehicles though are great, you know, a quick little cross-country drive somewhere, you know, oh, I'm just gonna take this little dirt road. Cool, very good for it. But I wouldn't go mudding. I wouldn't go in deep snow with it, because it's not what those tires are meant for. The ones that are meant for it are the off-road tires. Now, these are gonna have a little bit thick, deep grooves, a lot more than the all-terrain ones. And they are specifically made with those deep grooves for the mud, the deep snow to get in there, so then like it can literally get the most contact it can on the ground, even with snow and mud. So these are the tires you want to be rocking if you're trying to freaking go, like, it's a rainy day, all that mud on the ground, and you want to go with it. These are the tires you'd rock. Thing is, they really suck on the asphalt. They're a little bit loud. They can also a little bit heavier. So yeah, not really good for there's not that much contact patch for the asphalt. So these off-road tires are not meant for the road, 100%. So it is a con. So if you do slap those on, really you'd have to slap them on to go off-road. Then before you got off-road, take it off, put in the ones that are meant for all-terrain. So then, you know, it can handle it. But pros and cons for everything. There's some other ones too. There'll be little fun facts. They're the ones that are meant for snow. They have these little spikes, little anchors in them. They're supposed to like dig in, especially on really, really deep snow, or like a very snowy area, like I would say like Vermont, Canada, some areas of Canada and stuff like that. But other than that, there isn't really that much. I'm going to show you a video right now. These are, I believe, I ain't going to lie to you, I'll just tell you in the video what type of tires they are. Right, so now you're looking at some Jeep tires, right? So right here, kind of dirty, 265, 60-inch sidewall on an 18-inch rim, right? So right here. So now you can see from this tire right here, it's a little bit same width or a little bit thicker than the one on a 245. Now if you continue looking this way, we'll go up, and voila. This is the rear one. In this vehicle, they use the same width there. So 265, 60, 18. Oh, you saw me there. Anyway, that's all really I'm going to talk to you guys about today. I know this video might have been a little bit quicker, a little bit more fast-paced than usual. I have some responsibilities that I have to deal with, especially this late at night. But hopefully I can post this by 10 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow, which is Friday. Gonna be a lot of editing to be doing tomorrow. But yeah, please do check out our Facebook over here, our Instagram, Bop, Patreon, and then don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you know you can get notified whenever we do post another video. And then eventually, right about here, I'll put our website on there. Oop. Not ready yet, but when it is published, I'll let you guys know. You guys will be the first ones to know. Our podcast is going to be posted also tomorrow. I'll post it tomorrow too. You know, because we were trying to do it, you know, bi-weekly before, but we've decided now just do monthly. It's just easier that way. Unless we end up getting a little bit more free time, then we'll fucking kick it off. Other than that, thanks guys for watching our videos, and I'll see you next week. Deuce.